Hello and welcome back to RyugenTrades. Today is the 12th of May 2024, episode 29, and I'm going to talk about inconsistent trader. Well, that's me for the past couple weeks, and I'm a retail trader. If you are not familiar, I create videos like this so that I can improve myself by trading the markets in Bursa, US and futures crude palm oil. Well, I'll be talking about a few counters or company stocks. So it's not a recommendation to buy or sell. Please do your own research before making the plunge. Well, okay, the topic is inconsistent trader. For the past couple of weeks, I have wins, of losses, basically a mixture of results. Therefore, I thought this will be a timely point to make a video about this, especially since recently I came across this particular video that just came out a few days ago. It's 5 ideas to become the super consistent trader, and it's by a prop firm in New York City in US. They are called SMB Capital, and in this video by them they give a very good advice, timeless piece of advice. So watch and rewatch and practice what they do and what they recommend so that you can become the elite trader that you think you can be, and so that you can be the great trader that you want to be. Well, what is the takeaway from the presentation from Mike Billafiore? Well, the first thing that he highlights is that things will not get better unless you change. And he lined up a couple of 5 items. So firstly, become expert at entries and exits. Number 2 will be daily routine. This includes preparing your daily report card, your journal, your playbook trades, building technology, building your book of charts, and simple things, that essential things like exercise, sleep and diet. And if you're a full-time trader, then targeted scalping to bring you cash flow, and raising the floor means having a target of what is the minimum that you will earn. Building from your strength, and don't leave without a solution. Now these are all this is just a summary of what Mike Billafiore talked about. I'll put the link in the show notes below so that you can watch the video. Now my recent trades has been inconsistent. I'll run through the charts later, but just a snapshot. These are 10 trades which I have placed in past couple of weeks. The first one is SKP Resources. Now basically this one I took profit, but I did not re-enter. And subsequently, of course, the stock price did go up much more, about at least 10 to 15% more. Optimax, I was stopped out, break-even trade, maybe a slight loss due to brokerage, but now I'm looking at re-entry because the sign seems to be there again for Optimax. CROX, I've entered 2 rounds and both profitable, so I'm quite happy with CROX. And again, maybe selling a bit too early. Now the price is up again, based on the recent quarterly result, is up just a bit higher than what I sold for at 137, 138. I think the last was about 141. YETI was another one I took profit, jumped about 10 to 11% after good quarterly results. Lululemon, unfortunately this one I was stopped out, and it was a break-even trade. Unfortunately, it was doing pretty well until recently. Now the price action seems a bit depressed. MYEG, I took profit. In fact, actually I'm quite happy with this trade. It was within my playbook. But as I mentioned, taking profits too early, mainly because MYEG eventually went up above 1 ringgit, so now it's closing back around 98.5. And MNRB stopped out. It was a slight loss. I managed to trade within my trading plan, but it was just one of those where it was just 1 cent away from turning loss into profit. But you know, there it goes. Well, I don't have many open positions right now. I have a short ongoing for KLCI, that's in the money currently. PavREIT, this is more of my longer term investment. REITs has been going well. Pavilion REIT a bit slow off the mark but still in the money. And finally TGuan, this is still a ongoing trade. I'm in the money. I bought it at 194, 195. The last close was 205. Now let's move on to the charts. First of all, let's look at SKP resources. Now this one, as I mentioned earlier, I had made some profit here, and there was a breakout, this downtrend line number 1. After the breakout, I put in an entry and an exit when the price broke below the uptrend line number 1. And actually there was a signal to enter again, but I wasn't really monitoring, and the price really shoot up after that. So that's a lesson learned, to keep on monitoring high so-called momentum stocks. There was a re-entry which I missed. Well, now it's hitting back the uptrend line again, so if it bounces up, it could be potential to go long again for SKP resources. Optimax, well, I was stopped out. Initial breakout was around here. It went up to 70 cents, did not sell, and eventually came back down to my entry price, and I basically stopped out. And now, based on the movement, it has broken above the downtrend line again. So now let's observe and see what happens next. Next will be CROX. Now CROX, basically I've made 2 rounds of profit on CROX. It is a very strong chart, and initially I went in around 123 and exit around 140, and subsequently my second entry was here, this downtrend line. Once it broke above the downtrend line, I made an entry again, and sold at 138. So pretty happy. It was a jump in earnings, and the stock price kept up after that. YETI was another one. Now this stock is probably not on a lot of people's radar, but this was covered in my earlier video that talked about 10 charts, I think for March or April, by stockcharts.com. They have covered this stock, and one of the comments made was that this stock has very good support around the 33, 34, 35 price point. And if you look back at the earlier stage, back in 2018 was it? Let me go to the weekly chart first, and you can see at this point 37, 38, it is a very strong support. Every time it goes below to 34, 35, it will bounce back up. So now it's very interesting to see. I bought a position, and recent price quarterly results, it gapped up, and very nice gapped up, and I took profit on that. Lululemon, I was in the money, but at the end stopped out after price came back to my entry price, so a bit disappointed. I was looking forward to a good run for Lululemon, but eventually it came back down. MYEG, took some profit there. It was part of the playbook that so-called second chance trade. Initial big long green candle, followed by some consolidation that found a nice support around 90 cents. I entered around 91.5 and basically took profit after that. MNRB, again, it was a second chance trade, a nice kept up. Entered, entry wasn't perfect. I entered 235, stopped out at 230. well, it's one of those things that after that it went up to 248. So, well, you can take some positive by picking high good momentum stocks. KLCI is an interesting one. As I mentioned in my previous video, probably well, May is traditionally a weak month for trading in Bursa. Well, bulls are in control definitely for the past 1 to 2 weeks. Bulls is still in control, but some lower highs showing, and this downtrend, if it remains, could be further profit taking. So let's be watching out for that. PavREIT, it's not as performing as some other REIT counters, but now showing a bit more sign to volume has picked up definitely. Is trading above the 30 EMA, and now looking at good momentum going forward. So PavREIT could be something that you look out for. TGuan, I bought this in when it broke above the downtrend line. So now it pulled back a bit, but it seems like holding on above 2 ringgit. So another interesting one to watch. I'm holding this currently, may add to the position again, because if it goes up as previous, now from 2018 the uptrend is intact, it could go up to 240, 250 and even 270, who knows. Well, that's all my quick rundown of all 10 stocks, and if you are new to this channel, do remember, and I hope for your support by subscribing and giving a thumbs up to this channel. If you are trading on Moo Moo, you can follow me on Moo Moo as well. I'm in RyugenTrades there. Thank you, and have a good trading week ahead, and may the month of May be a good month for you. Thank you, and see you again.